Floyd Money Mayweather, easy work, and Manny Pacquiao meet face-to-face and discuss a rematch for this year's.
We have a chance to have a rematch.
Of course, if I was Manny Pacquiao, would I be chasing Floyd Mayweather to do an exhibition to get a good payday? Absolutely. Absolutely I will.
I can say that more action than compared to the first one.
Yeah, it's surprising. Obviously, I know Manny very well. You know, he's a true competitor. He's a guy that if you put something in his head, and obviously to create more history, he's a guy that's going to give everything. And
Floyd Mayweather has thrown down the gauntlet, calling out Manny Pacquiao for a possible rematch. The boxing icon is hinting at one last mega fight, sending fans into a frenzy and reigniting rumors of another epic clash.
And the caption says, I'm coming back to fight Manny Pacquiao this year. Another 9-figure payday on the way at Mayweather Promotions.
George Kambosos Jr. has spoken out about Pacquiao's return, saying he's pumped to see the exhibition match against Mario Barios. He calls Manny a true legend and believes this comeback, though surprising, might shock a lot of people. Kambosos thinks Pacquiao still has what it takes to leave a real impact, even at this stage in life.
yeah, it's surprising. Obviously, I know Manny very well. You know, he's a true competitor. He's a guy that if you put something in his head, and obviously to create more history, he's a guy that's going to give everything and try his best. That's what Manny. One thing I always learned with Manny is give 110% and try your best no matter what. So yeah, he's going to give it his all. Again, you can't beat Father Time, but Father Time is hard, and it was very hard watching him fight Lucas. You could see it, and then watching the exhibition he had with the Korean guy or the Japanese guy in last year. It was hard to watch. I know Manny. I know the man I was sparring. I love that guy. So, but again, he's a legend, and if he turns it on, he can still do it.
At Wildcard Gym in Los Angeles, Manny is putting in serious work with longtime trainer Freddie Roach. He's locked in and driven, hammering through mitt work and combos with that same old fire. Roach is right there, coaching and motivating him as they prepare for what could be one of boxing's most exciting returns in years. Shared his take on Pacquiao stepping back into the ring. He gets why Manny's doing it, especially if there's big money involved. Floyd says if he were in Manny's shoes, he'd likely do the same. And with the WBC title at stake against Barios, the buzz is real. Now, talk of a second showdown between them is getting louder by the day.
We have a chance to have a rematch.
Of course, if I was Manny Pacquiao, would I be chasing Floyd Mayweather to do an exhibition to get a good payday? Absolutely. Absolutely I will.
I can say that more action than compared to the first one, because the first one, we know the fact that I have injury on my shoulders.
There's no blueprint on how to beat Floyd Mayweather.
He's older than me.
You know, when we talk about Hall of Famer, he's a Hall of Famer. But nobody has the remedy on how to beat Floyd Mayweather. Where Manny had a great career, but boxing retired Manny. Manny didn't retire from boxing.
I'm still young, so what I have done and accomplished in boxing, I think it's one of a kind, because to get a different weight division is not that easy.
Manny opened up about his first fight with Floyd, saying he truly believed he did enough to win, even though he wasn't at his physical best. He doesn't blame Floyd personally, but points to outside influences that, in his view, can affect even the most respected figures in the sport.
My heart that I thought I won the fight.
Okay, but do you want the rematch in part? How do you view him just as a person, not about the fight, but you expressed before that you never really liked what he stood for outside the ring as a person, and you would like to defeat him because of that. Is that fair to say?
What I see him outside the ring is, of course, I don't want to blame him, but the way he grew with the wrong community, you have to know how to respect and how to, not not too arrogant or anything. I'm not saying that, but you know, sometimes bad company corrupt good character.
There's no denying it, a second fight between Floyd and Manny would grab the world's attention. Fans still debate their 2015 showdown like it just happened. Many believe the timing back then didn't give us the true head-to-head battle everyone wanted.
Speaking of Mayweather, fam, do you see they're doing the Pacquiao rematch?
Yeah, I was about to say that.
This
bro.
guy-
I was
bro.
about to say that. They announced it, and all the
In
fans
the
were like,
weirdest way, bro. It's like, yo, they didn't even know. It's like they didn't know if they actually meant to announce it or not.
This is
or
what I'm
like that
saying.
fight's actually happening.
I heard in the comments that they announced it in like Chinese or something before, and then the
Yeah,
crowd
this
went
is in
crazy.
Japan, right, or
Yeah,
something?
like in their
Oh.
language they announced it, and then they went crazy, and then they did it in English, and then like that was with silence.
That makes it because yo, Manny Pacquiao said it's like no one cared. I was like, bro, are we like hearing
Like,
the same thing? Fam?
people
Like,
are
the
sa-
man just said he's fighting Floyd Mayweather, and no one cared. Everyone's like, okay, like you know, hand over the mic, dog. Like, like bro, it was,
people are
like,
saying
massive.
that. They're saying that, or they're saying, oh, like where they were, it's like culture to not like make noise during stuff like
Nah,
this.
bro,
Like, it's a
you know the
respectful thing.
fans that Manny Pacquiao has and stuff, bro. If he's announcing that fight, you know these guys are going off.
Pacquiao says talks are underway for a possible rematch with Mayweather this year. It's not official yet, but both camps keep dropping clues that things are heating up. And with Pacquiao already training for Barios, this comeback could be a double mission. Take down Barios, then settle unfinished business with Floyd.
I can say that more action than compared to the first one, because the first one, you know, we know the fact that I have injury on my shoulder, so I did a lot of this training camp. We did a few things, but not really a heavy training like what we did in the usual, the 12 round fight. But because this is just a 6 rounds and 2 minutes per round exhibition match, but we did a lot in training, and I think this is a very good stepping stone to come back in boxing. We will see.
So what would the result be?
The prediction is will not last 12 rounds, I think.
Wow, it won't last 12 rounds.
At 46, Manny is pushing himself hard in Los Angeles, deep into an intense training camp with Roach. The countdown to his July 19th fight with Barios is ticking, and every day of training shows just how serious he is about proving that age doesn't define a fighter. Pacquiao's training plan includes strength work, sparring, and stamina drills. While the routines may seem familiar, the focus is razor sharp. He's not just aiming to show up, he's aiming to dominate. You can see it in his punches and the fire in his eyes. This isn't about attention, it's about legacy.
Marvin. Good.
Even now, the tension between Manny and Floyd hasn't gone away. Floyd keeps pointing to his win, but Manny's fans argue the timing changed everything. Both men clearly still feel that rivalry, and the constant chatter about a rematch keeps their old feud very much alive.
Manny Pacquiao he's not a better fighter than me.
Floyd, what is your assessment of Manny Pacquiao and his shoulder injury?
Come on. I mean, this is ridiculous. Excuses, excuses, excuses. He was throwing combinations. Everything seemed just fine. He lost. He know he lost. I lost a lot of respect for him. You know, you fight. If you lose, it's okay. Mayweather was the better man. We fight 10 times, I'm gonna win 10 times. We fight 20 times, I'm gonna win 20 times. We fight 100 times, I'm gonna win 100 times. Manny Pacquiao, you're not on my level. Manny Pacquiao, you will never be on my level. Period. Simple and plain. It's okay to be number 2. It's okay to be right behind me. It's okay. I won. I know I won. I know I'm the better fighter. Manny Pacquiao spoke about that he shouldn't have.
Floyd Mayweather.
Floyd Mayweather, yeah.
Because it's a time and a place for everything. I'm not gonna say he's right and I'm not gonna say he's wrong. You know, but it's so crazy. When he spoke about it, I could have easily came out and said, yeah, you spoke about it. I ain't have to say nothing. Just by you saying my name, they gave me a check for $4 million. He said my name when he didn't supposed to. Remember I said it's a time and a place for any and everything.
Not everyone's thrilled. Boxing legend Ricky Hatton has concerns about Manny's return. He questions whether it's safe or fair for 46-year-old to take on a much younger opponent. Hatton compares it to other aging fighters making comebacks, warning it might do more harm than good. Many fans and experts agree, pointing out that no matter how hard Manny trains, the body has limits, and after years away, it's uncertain if he can keep up with someone like Barios. His age just adds to the risks.
This is a bad idea. Out of nowhere, the WBC decides they want their welterweight champion, Mario Barios, to defend his belt against Manny Pacquiao. About 7 to 8, maybe 9, 10 years ago, I would have said, hells yeah, if we had a Manny Pacquiao championship fight. But Manny's been retired for 4 years. He's 46 years old. His last fight was in 2021, and he lost to Ugas in a unanimous decision. I watched his exhibition bout against the kickboxer guy in Japan, and again, I think people will look at this and go, well, Jake Paul fought Mike Tyson, and yeah, that happened. And I also said that Mike was going to get really badly hurt, and it was a terrible idea for him to do that. There were some health issues and everything else. Luckily, Mike didn't get super hurt in the fight, but this is a world championship level fight against a sitting world champion, and Manny does not belong in there. And again, I'm worried that he's going to get hurt badly.
One analyst takes a different view, saying this comeback isn't about proving dominance, but making smart business moves. The fight with Barios is expected to draw huge numbers thanks to Pacquiao's global fame. Win or lose, it's a calculated step to remind everyone of his star power.
And of course, we don't want permanent injury po kahit po kay Anpo, but I want him to be knocked out. But the reason why I wanted that to happen is that if Manny Pacquiao is really considering of coming back to professional boxing, I think that would be a good measurement and sign and a marketing for him when he returned to boxing.
But Manny says this return isn't about chasing a paycheck. He speaks from the heart, saying boxing is still in his blood. After years in politics, he says the roar of the crowd and love for the sport keep calling him back. This isn't about money, it's about finding closure.
Retirement's supposed to be fun. What happened? You're supposed to want to stay retired and relax and have a nice life.
I changed my mind and I realized thinking that the boxing still love me and I love boxing, so why not? I'm not continuing my journey in boxing.
A lot of people have the question how busy you are as a senator and how is that going to play into you preparing for a fight, because preparing for a fight takes your heart and your soul, and you already have a very difficult job as a senator.
Just time management, discipline. I can still manage working in the Senate and then training.
Pacquiao's made it clear this isn't a retirement tour. He wants to end his career on a high note. Winning against Barios and maybe Floyd would let him walk away with pride. It's not about clinging to past glory, it's about showing he's still a warrior. Their history goes beyond the ring. In 2009, Pacquiao sued Mayweather for defamation over PD accusations. Though it was settled, it added more fuel to their rivalry, which is played out in headlines, courtrooms, and the ring.
We now welcome in ESPN.com senior boxing writer Dan Rayfield. And Dan, what is Pacquiao hoping to accomplish with this lawsuit?
Well, I know that the negotiations for this fight have been ongoing, but I just got off the telephone with Daniel Petrocelli, who is the attorney for Manny Pacquiao, literally moments before coming on the air, and I asked him that exact question. And his point was, regardless of whether or not they're negotiating this fight, that that the comments that they alleged that the Mayweather people had made were irresponsible and reckless and malicious, and they had to answer it no matter what. And so they felt like they had no choice but to file the lawsuit regardless of whether or not the fight takes place.
No matter what happens in this return, Pacquiao's place in boxing history is locked in. He's still the only fighter to win world titles in 8 weight classes, a feat no one else has achieved. His rise through the ranks proves his unmatched skill, heart, and dedication.
He also has a case for greatest fighter, pound for pound, who ever lived. Think about, by the way, I don't think he wins that argument. Sugar Ray Robinson is safely ensconced in that position. But Henry Armstrong, Muhammad Ali, Harry Greb, Sam Langford, Floyd Mayweather, Pernell Whitaker, whoever else you want to mention, put Pacquiao's resume up to those guys. Bill James, the great baseball sabermetrician, had a way of ranking baseball players that I came across as a kid and thought, that's really smart. You have to rank them at their best and then also over the course of their careers. Because when you have that argument, are you talking about who accomplished the most or what heights did they reach? What peak did they reach? Take either for Pacquiao. Take his peak. Was it at 140 pounds when he obliterated Ricky Hatton, Miguel Cotto, and then Oscar De La Hoya, though that was at 147? Was that Pacquiao's peak? Because remember, that's when the Mayweather-Pacquiao hype actually reached fever pitch. Oh my God, these are two of the best fighters we've ever seen. And they're both in their primes, in the same weight class at the same time. We have to see that fight. So Pacquiao's peak was just about as good as anyone in history.
Oscar De La Hoya gave his take, saying Manny may not have Floyd's knockout power, but makes up for it with volume and speed. Still, he believes Floyd's precision gives him the edge. That comment has reignited the classic debate over their styles and who would come out on top in a second fight.
You fought against Manny Pacquiao, you fought against Floyd Mayweather. On a scale of 1 to 10 being the hardest puncher, what would you rate both fighters?
We all know that Mayweather is not known for a big punch. It stings, it stings, yes. I would have to say they're about the same. It's funny because I didn't feel Pacquiao's punch. He didn't do anything to me, so I didn't really feel his punch. We punched the same. The only difference is that Pacquiao has the ability to really maybe knock you out, but he's got to land that perfect punch. And Pacquiao's more of a, he doesn't have that good timing like Mayweather. What about speed? Speed, it's different. It's different speed because Mayweather is a guy who one fast shot, boom. Pacquiao is. He'll throw 4, 5, 6, 7 punches and fast. I think both guys might be the same. So what I have to do with Pacquiao.
Pacquiao's comeback is part of a bigger wave in boxing. Like Tyson and Mayweather before him, he's returning to the spotlight and bringing excitement with him.
Pacquiao he hasn't been a pro in a minute, and they're coming back to fight someone for a belt. Barios technically should win, but this isn't fair. Like, we could have had Brian Norman Jr. versus. We could have Brian Norman Jr. versus Barios, but we're getting Manny Pacquiao versus Barios. I don't think anyone wants to see that. Manny Pacquiao is past his prime. He's not in his fighting years no more. And then can he make 147? And then you're letting him fight for the belt. That doesn't make any type of sense. And then if he beats Barios, let's say hypothetically he beats him, is he gonna unify? Boost, that's sitting in the lamp to the slaughter. Brian Norman, that's sitting in the lamp to the slaughter. This doesn't make no sense.
Across the ring, Mario Barrios is beyond excited. Facing Pacquiao is a dream come true. He respects Manny's career and sees this fight as a major step forward for himself. For Barios, it's not just another match, it's a rare chance to test himself against a living legend.
One time I interviewed your sister, and she told me when you were kids, she would do the best in sparring. She would get the best of you.
Oh, yeah. No, I mean, easily.
When did that change, Mario? When did that change?
He wasn't the only guy she got the best of in San Antonio. She got the best out of everybody, man. Shit. No, yeah, my sister's a beast, man. Like, she couldn't spar other females a lot of times. Cause
Unfair.
Yeah.
Mismatch.
She was, like, overwhelming, man. She was just naturally, strong. And, so, yeah, most of the time, the spar partners, they were dudes. But, I couldn't really even, like spar with her serious. I mean, until I was, 17 or 18.
Wow.
Yeah. But at that point, I was already too big for her, so,